Summary of today's episode. See, we live. I gotta find a page. Where is it? Load. Get to 5 viewers already. Oh, we are live. Share to Washington County. Share to Florida State. How many viewers do I got, though? That is the question. 1 viewer. It's Corey Barnhart. Maybe his audio will work this time. Y'all remember that interview? That was a great first episode. Fun times. 3 viewers. That's 3 Maddox. What do you think?
Wow.
That's impressive, right? Clancy's watching. Kevin Clancy. Remember Kevin Clancy? Trey Jesse. We got 7. You know what that means? We call in the big guy. We call in the head honcho. We call in Mr. Thomas Hoffman himself. Tom, welcome back to the show, buddy.
What's up, Jay Blaze?
This beer's for you, man. Shout out Miller Lite.
Appreciate that.
Well, Tom.
See, you got my main man sitting beside you, too.
Yeah, Lil Maddox joining us here tonight on Washington County Flag Football Live.
That's a Broad X #1 fan right there.
Are you Broad X #1 fan, Maddox? Yeah, he's nodding his head. What do you think, Ross?
Wait,
That's right.
He's a Broad X Blue now. Hitting no Warrior Blue.
This is news to me.
That's my man right there.
Man, I've heard about you all making some big signings this offseason. I didn't know you signed little Maddox Collins, too.
That's the #1 signing right there. I was working on him last spring.
Oh, man. You didn't know about this the whole time, Ross?
I can dig it.
So, Tom, it's a tradition here in Washington County the last several years, this time of the year. It's Hall of Fame weekend. Tell me, who are this year's nominees? Or rather, inductees?
I had a list in front of me. You catch me off guard here. Billy Campbell was a linebacker, played for my dad's team for a long time. Quite the spark plug. A hell of a nice guy, hell of a player. A little bit of a trash talker. Loved every minute of it. Another linebacker that Billy actually played with, a guy named Curdy Grove. He's been coming to the banquet for a long time. Guy can chug beer faster than anybody I've ever seen. I've tried to race him just about every banquet he comes to, and he always beats me. So I'm always out to get him, but I just can't get it done. But Curdy's a great guy. Who else we got? A receiver named Ron Baker. That played for the Marauders through the 80s. Real nice guy from Clear Spring. He actually coached a little girls softball in Clear Spring too, I believe. That's 3. Who else?
I actually have a list in front of me that Catherine has provided. Thank you, Catherine.
Oh, thank you, Catherine.
You're welcome.
Dick Eversole.
Dickie Eversole was a referee. He has since passed away, but he was a longtime referee for the league.
Lee Woodring.
Lee Woodring apparently was a cornerback for I think there was a team called Colony Inn back in the day. Colony Inn used to be on Frederick Street. Lee's one of the guys we couldn't get a hold of, so I wasn't able to meet Lee himself, and we didn't really make a video for him since we couldn't get a hold of him. But
that's a shame.
All the same, he's got voted in, and will be in the Hall of Fame.
That's great, though. It's great he's still getting honored nonetheless. Benji Biggis.
Benji Biggins was a big-time rival of my dad's team. Kind of like a Warren Moon type quarterback, if you remember Warren Moon.
Oh, I remember Warren Moon. Way back in the day.
He could sling it, man. I'm pretty sure Benji wore #1 just like Warren Moon. Almost looks just like him. But, yeah, big arm, could run a little bit. A jawler on the field, too, I believe. He could give it out just as much as he took it. So, another guy that, like I say, went round and round with my dad's team back in the day.
Rick Shank.
Rick Shank was one of those little feisty cornerbacks. Played for the Midtown Marauders as well. Apparently locked up on every other team's best receiver, and Midtown Marauders is the guy that ran that team, Larry Potteroff, is the guy I'm sort of chasing. He's got 16 championships. So
16?
16, and that's without a spring leg. So
True. That's crazy.
That was getting it done, man.
That's a dynasty for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Ron Baker.
Ron Baker, I already talked about.
Gotcha.
Receiver.
Randy Bechtel.
Randy Bechtel was a center for a while, for a long time, probably 7, 8 years, maybe 10 years. He was my dad's center. Can't see some stuff out here. And then he once he said he blew out his Achilles, and he became the head referee. Well, he started as a referee and then eventually became the head referee after, I don't know if you guys remember Lummy or not, but after Lummy hung it up from refereeing. So Randy stuck around and helped the league run for a long time after he was done playing too.
Nice.
Another great guy. If you come to the banquet, he's going to be a lot of fun because he had moved to Cumberland for a while, and he hasn't been around in a couple of years. So he's going to be ready to party Saturday night.
Yeah. And taking a look, looks like it says Curdy Grove.
Curdy Grove was the second guy I talked about, a linebacker. Kind of undersized, but apparently it was a hell of a flag puller. Could run in a pile and come out with a flag on the other side.
And the final inductee, Mike Crowley.
Mike Crowley was a center for Broadax back in the day. Broadax back in the day looked like the Ohio State Buckeyes. They were bright red jerseys with silver pants.
Oh, nice.
But like I say, Mike was a long-time center in the league.
Any way we can get some of those old uniforms at the ceremony this weekend?
I wish. That'd be sweet.
That'd be amazing.
I think at this point, most of those uniforms are disintegrated, or a lot of these uniforms are from the 70s and 80s. But I can vouch that their uniforms back in the day were legit, man. They were something to be seen.
I've seen some of the old photos. They looked really nice. Tell me, Tom, what can we expect Saturday night? What's the information that these guys need to know going into the ceremony? Because it's coming up Saturday at 5 o'clock, I believe.
Yep. Doors open at 5 o'clock. Dinner's served roughly about 6:30. We like to get everybody in there to kind of mingle, kind of call that 5 o'clock to 6:30 time, a little cocktail hour, story time. Some of these guys haven't seen each other for 25, 30 years and are just shocked that people still remember them. You know what I mean? So they get in there once they realize who's who. They get to tell stories. And for us league guys, we get in there, haven't seen each other in a while either. So it's just a mesh of old and young, former and current. So it's a good time. Like I say, from 5 to 6:30, it's canned beer. All you can drink canned beer. The bar is open that you can walk across and get, any mixed drinks you want. Obviously, we have sodas and water and stuff like that. 6:30 dinner is fried chicken, ham, green beans, mashed potatoes, kind of country style. And then after dinner, we'll go through a rundown of our state of our league. We'll do our league awards, and then we'll start into we'll announce pretty much all the Hall of Fame guys that are in attendance, and then we'll start the video and go with that. My cousin Jamie does the video for me, does a great job with it. There will be 6 videos this year, so each video is 3 to 5 minutes long, so you figure that times 6, so it's it takes about an hour, and it's always a great video, and kind of announce the Hall of Fame guys one more time, give them their plaques, get some pictures, and get the hell out of there.
I think it's going to be a fun night. I've been to a few ceremonies the last couple of years, my early years. I haven't been back for a while, but I will be in attendance on Saturday. I'm really excited to see everybody again. I encourage everybody in the league to go to this event. This is a huge, huge night for the league. This is where we honor our past, we show our present, and we talk about our future. And we come together in this occasion with Hall of Famers and guys currently in the league. It's a good mix of people, some great stories to be told. This is a good night to be at the league. February 1st, Saturday, 5 o'clock, doors open. Where's the location at, Tom?
It's at the Northern Avenue Legion, which is post 42. Yeah, Northern Avenue Legion. Right down from the McDonald's out at Long Meadow in Hagerstown.
All right. I'll be there.
Right on, man. Looking forward to seeing you, Jay.
Looking forward to seeing you, Tom.
Hey, I have a question.
Rawls has a question.
Can we bring kids?
Absolutely.
Like a baby?
I mean, babies are better than my number one fan there is always welcome, but as long as the kids aren't running all around and
Yeah, so we'll just bring the baby and not your number one fan there, because your number one fan there be running all around. The other one don't do that.
A baby, you can sit them on the table and they just kind of look around. So
Yeah,
and they don't drink too much beer, so
Nah, he ain't
we're good
gonna
with
drink
that.
All right.
Yes, feel free. Feel free.
All right.
As long as you don't mind them around, some adults drinking some adult beverages. So
Yeah. All right. Thank
All
you,
right.
Tom.
and no crying babies during the video. Other than that, that's the only rule.
He cries a lot. No, he doesn't.
That's my brother. All those youngest siblings do, buddy.
All right, Tom. We look forward to seeing you Saturday night. One more thing. Before we talk about the awards, everybody wants to know how this was selected. So please explain to those who don't know why Ruckus was not nominated for an award.
Ruckus was actually, their guys were nominated, but I guess none of the Ruckus guys were in the top 5.
Yeah.
Now, who Ruckus nominated from their own team is kind of up to them. So, to start from the beginning, each captain nominates 2 guys from his team for each category. Okay, some teams do it different. In years past, I used to pick my 2 guys and go with it. This year, I asked my team for help and almost had a vote before, just to submit my own nominations. Once you submit those nominations, then it goes to a league vote. Every team captain votes. They cannot vote for a guy off their own team. So, I mean, there's a chance that maybe I wanted to, let's just say I wanted to vote for TJ Williams from Ruckus. If he's not nominated, then I can't vote for him. All right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that might be the case, and I'm not saying that's the case with Ruckus or whatever, but from then, the team captains vote. You basically vote for your top 5. So who I would vote for, I would give them a 5 spot all the way down to a 1. So let's say I might have voted for Chris Boone or Matt Eisenberg as my MVP. So, if I think Chris deserved it the most, I would give him a 5. If Matt was second in line, I give him a 4 all the way down to 1. We count up the votes. Who has the most votes at the end wins, obviously. And then we count it out to the top 5. Get out to the top 5 on each category because we have 9 teams, so 2 guys per team. Some teams didn't give me 2 nominations all the time, but for the most part, you had a max of like 18 guys for each category, right? So we take the top 5 out of that, and with that top 5, you can kind of predict the winner from there. But sometimes it was close this year on probably 3 out of the 4 categories. So that way, each team comes and shows up and kind of backs their guy that's nominated for that award. So, I mean, I know I got a couple guys on my team, myself included, where I encourage the other guys off my team to say, hey, come support Timmy Townsend, come support Matt Reiner, come support me. Help us celebrate it for when we win the award. So at the end of the day, it's a good time to get your team out, have a good night out, where, there's no practice involved, there's no game involved. You get dressed up a little bit, you drink some beers, you have a nice dinner, you can sit around and socialize, talk to guys. I mean, it's usually a good time.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time this Saturday night. Northern Avenue Legion, Hagerstown, Maryland, will be there for the Washington County Flag Football League Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet.
I might be there. Pretty good chance. Decent chance.
Decent chance?
Come on, Russell Rooney.
There's a decent chance. A couple variables there, Sir Tom. A couple
All
variables
right.
there. Well, we'll see. I'll let you know for sure. I know Moats is going. Moats and
Is
Judd.
he? Good.
Yeah, Moats said he was going.
That's good. He'll enjoy himself.
And Judd will be wearing black and blue.
Oh,
So we got that going for us too. Yeah, I'll
nice.
see. I'll see what I can do. I got a couple logistics things to work out, but I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
All right.
Don't blame the baby because I said kids are welcome. Bring the missus out for a hot date. Little pre-Valentine's dinner date for you.
There you go. She heard it.
How romantic. Bring her to a Flag Football Hall of Fame banquet.
She's been the worst.
Who knows? Baby number 3 might be in the making.
No.
You're not going to complete the trilogy?
Two and done.
He's only 3 weeks old today.
Oh my gosh. Need some time to heal up then.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Well, Tom, I know you want to get back to the Maryland game.
Yeah, I
40 to 37, 16 minutes to go. Let's see if the boys can hang on.
Yes, sir. Let's go Terps.
Let's go,
That's when you
Terps.
should be wearing your Maryland jersey.
Watch.
Are you getting your jersey?
Yes, he is.
Oh, God.
All right, boy.
You don't know where it's at.
Go Terps. Free the turtle, baby.
You found it. Hold on, Sir Tom.
He wants to show you his jersey.
Let's go.
He doesn't have a basketball jersey yet.
He just has a
Yeah,
football.
buddy. Looks good, man. I like it. See, you're just getting extra and extra brownie points for me. Just wait till I get you a Broadex jersey.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Look at his eyes like that. He's like, yeah, buddy.
Boy. I don't know if he's allowed to bring that in the house.
That's fine. I'll let him wear it on the sideline.
Fair enough.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me. I'm going to get
Yeah.
back to this game, and I'll see you guys Saturday night.
See you, Tom.
See you,
All
Tom.
right, guys. Have a good one.
You too.
Oh, the ball got stuck.
And that was Tom Hoffman joining us.
Ball got stuck over.
And at this time, let us take a look at this nominees. But first, let's call in an old friend of ours and see what he thinks of this year's Hall of Fame ceremony.
Who's this?
You don't know Pappy Boone?
What's going on, man?
Maddox says you don't know who you are.
He didn't know who you
Wow.
called Pappy.
He didn't know who you were calling in.
I said Boone.
I didn't hear you say
Said
that.
Pappy.
You called him Pappy. He had no
Yeah.
What's up, Boo?
Boone, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Good. Just got done moving furniture and shit. Just got moved into an apartment or to a townhouse up in Martinsburg.
Oh, snap.
Oh, congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You'll be a little bit closer this year to the games.
Yeah, I mean, apparently we're only going to be playing in PA this year, so at least I'll be a little bit closer.
Yeah, Pennsylvania will be the sites to be this spring coming up. Shippensburg, Greencastle, Keystone, Washington County. We're going to have some fun, Chris. There's going to be a lot of fun coming up this spring.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. I'm ready.
But before we get to this spring, let's talk about last fall. Looking at these awards for this coming season, starting out with, we're going to go to the top of the list. We're going to start at Offensive MVP, beginning with your old friend, Mouse.
Yeah, that dude's he's a stud, man. He's a silent assassin. He don't really say much. Don't really talk, but you know who he is as soon as he touches the ball.
Yeah, no, big facts. Whether it's out of the backfield or as a receiving spot, Mouse is a lethal weapon for certain.
Yeah, he's dangerous every game, man. I mean, if he touches it, you know, he can go the distance at any time. So
the next nominee in the offensive MVP is Polo for the Warriors. And Polo has really stepped up.
He had a hell of a season.
Yeah. He really shined this past season on that Warriors offense. Even the past year, he really showed out in 2019 as a whole.
Oh, yeah. He had a monster year. He was their most consistent player, so he definitely deserves to be up there.
For sure. The next nominee, Timmy Townsend, Broadaxe, the freshman sensation himself.
Yeah, young stud. Tom has his QBs lined up, don't he? He's had Mert,
Grable.
Yeah, then he went to Clancy. Now he's got another stud. So,
and this one's homegrown, and I can tell you he'll be there for a while as long as he's under Tom's guidance.
Right, exactly. And then that's young stud. His time's coming, though. It's not right now. His time's coming.
He's only 19 years old. There's a lot of space to grow.
Yeah. His time's coming. Like I said, it ain't right now, but he's definitely gonna have his run at a bunch of championships.
Another nominee coming in. Your receiver, Cannon Hall.
Playmaker, man. Playmaker. Y'all seen at Nationals what he can do. Hell, he had a Mouse and him both. We struggled early on because, I missed a couple games at the beginning of the year. But once I came in, them guys, if I can throw them a 1-yard pass and they're going 99. So, CJ, I'm so glad to have him back, man. He's healed. He's healthy. He makes me look good most of the time.
He shined for certain against the Gladiators, having 3 of your scores in that Friday night classic between you two.
Exactly. He's definitely he's a playmaker out there, man. We definitely missed him while he was gone. So, and he had an impact right away as soon as he came back.
And the last nominee for offensive MVP, Matt Eisenberg.
He's the reigning offensive MVP, I believe.
Is he? I haven't seen the awards from last year. I didn't quite catch on those earlier. I meant to do my research, but didn't get around to it. But Eisenberg has been around a few years, and once again, another season where he showed why he was one of the best in the league.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he can play a little bit of everything too. So, he played receiver some, stuff like that. Had 2 or 3 touchdowns receiving. Then he threw a bunch. He ran a bunch. He's definitely Mr. Utility out there.
Yeah, and the very key to that X-Dogs offense.
Oh, definitely. They just fell 1 game short. But, I mean, he had a great season.
Now, in your opinion, let's debate this one, Chris.
All right.
Who do you think should win?
Yeah, so I've already went through kind of looking at most of them, man. This one's tough. I think Polo did really good. I'd have to go Timmy 5, Polo 4. Matt did his thing, but my guy showed out in the champion playoffs. So, I think Cannon had 3 or 4 touchdowns, and Mouse had 3 or 4 touchdowns in the final 2 games.
So not to put you on the spot, but between Cannon and Mouse, who is it?
Yeah, I'd have to go back and watch the tape. I didn't get a chance to. I actually wanted to go back and watch those games. just to see which one you would pick. I mean, you're going throughout the year. I think Cannon only missed like one game, and I think Mouse missed two. So they both pretty much played all season. But fuck, it all depends because Matt had a hell of a season too. So they went, what they go 9-1 or something.
Yeah, undefeated regular season. Lost to you on the championship, 9-1 overall.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go with those are the top three. I'm not gonna put them in any order.
Okay. My personal opinion, when I look at it, I would put Polo as number 5 on that list.
Yeah.
Because while he was a big part of the Warriors' receiving game, I don't feel like he is a top number 3 caliber 5.
Yeah.
I put Timmy at number 4 because if you don't have Timmy on offense playing QB, who does Broadax play?
I agree with that, but at the same time, the reason why I put Timmy at 5 because I believe Tom carried it with the O-line, Big Mike, and the running backs. I think Timmy was just there. I mean, like I said, his time's coming, but I don't think it was last year. I mean, he played okay. I think most of the stuff that went on there is Tom controlled most of it because he had you got those core 6 in the box that pretty much controlled their offense. So he's still learning. That's why I went with Polo ahead of him.
Fair enough. I feel like between the two, I just feel like with Timmy, I don't feel like some of the games he was able to pull out, I'm not so sure Big Mike or somebody else could have done.
I got you. Yeah.
Because like I said, if they don't have Timmy, I'm pretty sure Big Mike's the starting quarterback at that point.
True.
And you lose that tight end threat in the process.
Yeah, that changes the whole dynamic of that team.
Yeah, that's a big changeover. But that's just how I view it. Personally, if I were to give my offensive MVP nominee, it is tough because the top 3, like you said, it is a dog fight with Mouse, Cannon, and Matt.
Yeah, I mean, they both played, unbelievable this season and carried their team to the championship. So
yeah, all 3 were very key contributors.
Yeah.
If I were to say who I'd give it to, it's hard to imagine because ADR has a lot. Because ADR has done extremely well for itself. I feel like Mouse and Cannon are irreplaceable, but I feel like if you take away Matt from the X Dogs, what do you have offensively in terms of running that quarterback position?
Right. Yeah, I agree.
That takes away so much from a team to the point where they're not the same exact team they were previously.
Right.
I don't feel like Isaiah would have gotten into 9-1. I'm not sure if Isaiah could have gotten into the A bracket. And that's a bold statement.
That defense didn't give up any points all season. So
true, but the offense was able to put up enough points that they were able to get by in a lot of games because the X-Dogs played a lot of teams very close.
Right. Yeah. True. Who you got winning?
I'd have to go with Matty Ice.
I agree.
There you go.
If you go for total season, I agree too.
The championship ending was very disappointing, I'd imagine, but it was one of those cases where, like I said, ADR with their full roster is one of the best teams out there.
Right.
And that's very hard to beat, especially that defense. And I felt like the X-Dogs were just not ready for that battle when it came to the championship.
Yep.
Now the next award is the Dirt Ball Award.
Here we go.
Starting out with Brock Klein.
Brock's a stud, man. He changed positions this year. That was it's pretty hard to do to go from maybe playing a D tackle, then maybe playing O tackle, but he went all the way to center. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Showed how talented he is.
It showed he was very versatile on both sides of the ball, and that was pretty much it for the Warriors' depth. Without Brock, they didn't really have a center.
I mean, without Brock, they're deep bracket.
Yeah. Without Brock, I feel like that would have been the same case. I'm not so sure that Foster would have had any time to get back, drop it back and everything else at center.
If you can't get a snap, you can't even run a play. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to say they was beat bracket because their defense would have kept them in every game.
Yeah,
But they wouldn't have been the 2 seed or whatever. Yeah, whatever they was for sure.
Brock definitely came through in the clutch.
Yeah, but Brock was
Yeah.
big.
Huge.
That's why I put him on this list. I think he deserves it. I couldn't vote for him ultimately, but I think he deserves the award.
Of course.
That's just me.
The next nominee, your good friend AJ Reynolds.
AJ, I mean,
AJ's up there
y'all
too.
both know what he can do. I mean, he plays on blunt talk.
Mm-hmm.
He can do
I mean, he's all out every play, man. There's no quitting that dude. He'll play O-line, center, D-line, any 4 spots on D-line, and he plays special teams. He runs down on every kickoff, man. That dude don't miss a play. So, I mean, that's hard to compete with.
Yeah, AJ's very versatile. He's a big threat on the D line, and he always makes his presence known when he yells, "Let's go!"
Yeah. Everybody hates him.
And that fits the profile for Dirt Ball of the Year.
Yeah, he gets that chant going on, and you know he's got to you, and everybody hates on him. But that dude is all out every play.
The next nominee is one that a lot of people consider the ultimate Dirt Ball of the league, Tom Hoffman.
Tom Hoffman. He gets let's skip him. Go to the other 2.
Okay. 3 actually are nominated for this one.
Okay, yeah, let's hear the others.
Jason Brady, X-Dogs.
Man, that guy is an absolute beast. Every tournament we go to, teams come up to us if they see they've got 80 to play, they come up to us, go, man, you don't have them 2 ball dudes with you, do you? I'm like, man, not this one. There you go. Oh my goodness, thank goodness. So and that's in the 9-man A bracket. People were scared to match up with them guys. So Brady and Kinsler, man, they're hard to compete against.
I agree. Nick Madel, Railroaders.
Nick Manuel, yeah, that dude's. I mean, from all the games that I watched, I mean, he's definitely one of the best tackles out there. I've even tried hitting him up before to come play with us on the tournament scene, but you know he already does his thing. He's already got his commitment with his team that he travels with, so I respect that. But dude's good, man. I mean, he's definitely deserves to be in there, top 5, definitely.
One of the biggest solid finds that Brunswick has had on terms of building their team so far is bringing in Nick Madel to this league.
Yeah, he's developed well.
Hell yeah, he's good.
And the final nominee of the Dirt Ball Award, Matt Ridenauer.
That guy, if Broad Axe could freaking give that dude some help. I mean, that guy goes every play and goes against 3 linemen. He's the only one who rushes on that team. Everybody else just stands there, it looks like.
I will say that is the one thing that I feel like people have forgotten is that Matt Ridenauer is one of the top rushers in this league. He just has not had the team around him that he used to have.
But at the same time, you could also say that he's up there too because he played both ways this year too. Or last season, he played.
He's showing he can play multiple
Not
positions too.
much, not much. He didn't play both ways that much because he was gassed out. I mean, I'd watch. They treated him like a pinball this year. This dude went from one lineman to another, and sometimes it was 3 guys just blocking him. So if that dude ever got any help, I mean, he'd lead the league in sacks.
Yeah,
I agree.
have no argument for that.
I agree. He's one of those guys who he does if he had some help around him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're back to Tom now.
Yeah.
He gets my vote, man. He gets my vote for totally. I mean, you think about all the pieces that he has lost. Think about everybody he's lost.
Yeah.
From Zeke to all these quarterbacks. This dude's gonna have 4 quarterbacks in the last 4 seasons.
Actually, if you want to go
5.
back, let's go back to 2017. Let's go 5 seasons. He's had Grable, Murdiff, Don Tapley, T.J. Williams, Kevin Clancy, Mike, Zeke, Timmy Townsend. We're counting 8 quarterbacks since the fall of 17.
So he's lost all these pieces and somehow built his Broad Axe team back to where they're a top 3 or 4 team in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a legit contender. So, I mean, he gets my vote on just the way he controlled that O-line, because they had different tackles every game. He was the only consistent player. And while he's playing, he's also coaching a 19-year-old quarterback. His style, his plays, man, Tom gets my vote.
I got to agree. Tom had a lot of hard work to do this season.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Because honestly, going into this season, I thought Broadex, I didn't even know where they'd even be standing. After losing Clancy, then they lost Isaiah and everybody. I was like, shit, they might be a 6 seed or not even in the A bracket. But somehow Tom got those guys together, man, and they had a hell of a season.
Yeah, I agree. Broadex, they did step it up this past fall season, and I feel like the future with them is bright. They definitely have a lot of potential going in the spring.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, really, over the next 5 or 6 years.
And they keep the young core together, especially you talk about Noah at receiver and DB.
So, actually, yeah, I thought Noah should have been up there before Timmy.
Really?
Offensive MVP. Yeah. That guy, I mean, he stretched the field. I mean, how many 60-yard plays did he have this season?
He had a lot.
Led the league.
He had a lot of deep catches and a lot of long runs.
Yeah, that's what I said. He probably led the league in 50-yard plays easily. I mean, I guarantee he had at least 8 of them.
Very explosive player is Noah Hamburg. Someone to look out for in 2020.
Yeah, definitely. And he's only getting better. He just got to learn not to talk trash to certain people because he was over there talking to Chili, and that's the wrong guy.
Yeah.
He just got he's young. He's just got to learn to not let people get in his head like that.
Yeah, yep.
It's easy to get in his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chili pulled the old school vet move on him and was just.
Yeah, he did.
Just let him talk, and then he ended up getting burnt. So, what we got next?
Defensive MVP, beginning with somebody who I feel like is finally getting recognized, Coley Jones.
Man, long overdue.
That was my vote.
Long overdue. I mean, he is. Man, I mean, he takes any team's number one, follows them, takes them out the game, does, to where there's games he don't even give up a catch. So, I mean, that guy, it's about time he gets his respect. And I don't know why he hasn't been before this, but it does seem like he's finally starting to get it.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and it's much deserved now.
Definitely. That's my ace there. That's my man. He's came a long way. That dude's earned everything he gets, man. He deserves all recognition.
Big facts.
Best DB in the league, hands down.
I mean, he's definitely. Yeah, it's hard to pick a better one.
Yeah, ain't a better one.
The next nominee is another teammate of yours from this past year, Chili.
Chili is, dude. Him going to the X-Dogs, they wrecked havoc.
Oh my God, yeah, that was one of the biggest signings of the offseason.
Oh yeah, they wrecked havoc, man. He destroyed everybody in his way. I mean, he was getting safeties. I mean, I've seen a couple games that he was having like 5 and 6 and 7 sack games.
Yeah.
Back-to-back weeks.
He was an absolute monster in the backfield this past year was Chili. And he was a very big part of that X-Dogs defensive line. And he also showed impact in the previous spring. You saw him on ADR as part of the ultimate team.
Yeah, he came in and played D tackle and tight end for us that spring.
So you firsthand have seen just how much of an impact Chili can make on a team.
Oh, definitely. He even traveled to Showtime and won a couple tournaments with us when we was playing 8-man. So, I mean, that dude can play anywhere you line him up, really.
Yeah. The next nominee is another ADR member who played for X Dogs this fall, Brady.
Man, I mean, what else can you say about Brady, Chili, and Kinsler and those damn guys? I mean, they're the best of the best, man. If you want to be a big guy, if you're a big guy and you want to learn how to rush, man, pop in some of their tapes. Pop in some of their tapes, man. Watch what they do, how they move people from side to side, and just get in there and cause havoc.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And they definitely balled out against the Strong Island Bulldogs back in the summer.
Yeah, and the Lions. I mean, them teams couldn't block them, man. Couldn't block them.
They were just beasts out there. This next nominee for it is another man who can be a beast, but as we mentioned earlier, he just needs more guys around him. We're talking about Matt Ridenauer again.
Yeah, I mean, Matt could have had a much better season if he had one or two more dogs to go along with him, because like I said, he was basically out there just rushing by himself, getting beat up the whole damn game, and didn't have much to show for it because he couldn't get no pressure. He's got to go through. I mean, he was getting pressure, but he had to go through 2 or 3 guys. He didn't have the impact he did when I first came into the league, when they had other guys rushing with him, and he used to get a bunch of sacks. So he still has the impact. He just don't have the numbers now because he don't have somebody else rushing with him.
Yeah, he's basically getting double and sometimes triple teamed.
Yeah. Yep.
The next nominee is another teammate of yours, Chris. I'm talking about Thomas Mayo.
Mayo. Yeah, that's when I was talking about Coley, man. It's hard to find another corner that can do what he can do, but right there he is. I mean, the guy played in the league as a receiver, played for the Raiders. Then he's been over in Canada getting paid to play football over there, playing DB and receiver. So, man, it's hard to go against somebody that, I mean, basically he's a professional. The man's getting paid to play football. So, he can pretty much do anything you want. If you want him to play defensive end, we had him when we played Ruckus, and we had TJ running around all crazy back there. I played middle linebacker. I roamed left. I put Mayo at right DN, and we just trapped him the whole game. So, I mean, you can put him wherever you want. You can put him at DB, DN, any position on defense. You need somebody to lock somebody up. You just throw him in there.
So who do you think is the defensive MVP, Chris?
I would say, I can't always go for my guys. You know what I mean? So,
well, at least 4 of these guys were technically your guys at some point last year.
Right. Yeah, true. I just feel, I guess, it could be Coley or Mayo, depending on who's voting. I really believe both of them could win, but the damn impact Chili had this year on this. See, I don't know what people are going to be voting off of, whether they're going to be voting off the eye test or what we talk about when the captains did their thing, or if they just looked at numbers. And X-Dogs didn't give up shit this year defensively. Rankings, because you do those rankings and stuff every week, so it's hard to say what the captains are saying. But I would definitely go. I would say both my guys in Chile are the top 3.
Okay. Me personally, I'd have to give it to Chili.
Yeah.
And he's one of those players who comes off the edge fast.
Right.
And you seen that firsthand, Boone. He got you to the championship game.
Oh, yeah.
I think he got you twice in that game before he got injured.
Yeah, he got me twice. Yeah, he comes off that edge pretty damn fast. But I will say this, though. I mean,
one of the few DNs who I feel like can come close to coming close to you on terms of matching that speed, on terms of that first step.
Right, yeah, Chili's definitely a stud. Yeah, I mean, he definitely can get in there. But I feel like that defensive MVP right there, I really don't think you could you could pick I don't think you could pick a bad one. So whoever wins that, it deserves it because.
I voted for Coley.
Yeah, that's what I said. Coley locking
Chili
down, doing
was
what he
number two
does.
for
That's why I
me.
said I see Coley can win it too, but
Number one's Coley.
I just don't feel that no matter which one of them win that award, I feel like all of them deserve it.
I agree. Especially you look at the work each and every one of them have put in this season.
Right.
If you take them away, they're all losses. A big loss.
Right. Exactly. So
as we get to our final award for Saturday night, the MVP for the top 5 category.
Yep.
League MVP. Beginning with you, Chris Boone.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all know what it is already.
I mean, you went undefeated this past season. You averaged the most points per game of any quarterback. It just seemed like another year for you. You just didn't play as many games.
I'm going to take that final trophy, and I'm going to get my 30 a game by the end of the season. So that's just what we do up there in Washington County. And soon to be Keystone.
Oh, we're going to have some fun in Keystone.
We're coming to take that championship, too.
Unfortunately, I don't think we have a Keystone audience tonight, but when we get a chance, they're going to hear from us very soon.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But yes, Chris Boone, you're the first nominee. The second nominee is Timmy Townsend.
Yeah.
The third nominee, Coley Jones.
He deserves it.
Fourth nominee is going back to Brady.
Yeah, I mean, that dude played O-line, D-line for his team, and they 9-1. Can't say much about that. He definitely deserves to be in there.
And the final MVP nominee, Matt Eisenberg.
Oh, Matty Ice. He, yeah. So damn. So who is it? It's me and Coley, both. So we got the trophy. Then you got Matt and Brady, both 9-1. And who was the other? Timmy.
Timmy, yeah.
See, that's where. So this is the only one that bothers me. I like Timmy. I don't mind him up there for offensive MVP, but see, this is where T.J. Williams needs not to screw over teams anymore. He left Ruckus too quick before they did the votes because I don't even think they voted him for any awards. He wasn't even up there. Like, I don't even think we could pick him. And, you know, TJ had a hell of a season, man. He might not – he shouldn't win it because they went out in the first round.
Right.
But to not have him on this list, man, that's kind of shitty, man.
It's one of those things. Like it's all voted on, as Tom stated, by the captains, and that's one of those things where it didn't go well for either side, and I feel like that was the fallout from it.
Right. Yeah, that was the fallout. But see, that's why you don't burn bridges right there.
Yeah.
You know, you might want to go to another team, but you know, I love that dude like my little brother, but sometimes he gotta get on a team and stick that shit out because he should have stayed on Ruckus. If you want to leave and go start your own team, do that shit later on. But he had too good of a season not to be on that ballot.
I agree.
And that is the fact.
I don't know what happened between him and Ruckus, but I don't think it really matters. Whoever runs that, they should put him on. He should have been able to get my vote. And I think Ross would even gave him some votes too because that dude.
I would have.
They had zero. I mean, that Ruckus offense looked terrible. And then
for
TJ
offensive MVP, I definitely would have voted for him.
Yeah.
I would have put him on a number.
Right. He would at least got a vote. I'm not saying he would have won it.
Right.
But he definitely deserves to be on the list to get some votes, man. I thought that was bad. But other than that, I liked all the nominees.
So who would you say, Boone, besides yourself, should be MVP?
Oh shit.
I know you're going. I know the answer is going to be might be you, but who would you think outside of yourself as MVP in this category? Coley.
He led us offensively and defensively this year.
Right.
Yeah, he had a big impact.
I mean, especially while I was gone. While I was gone, I mean, that dude was I mean, he was still killing with Jacob and whoever else was out there at quarterback. I mean, he led us offensively and defensively while I was gone. You know, he was killing it. And then even when I came back, he was still doing good. But I mean, he carried us. I don't even think we would have had the record we had going into the damn. Put it this way, we could have been in the damn B bracket if Coley didn't lead us to those early victories and at least get us one or two before I came back.
Yeah.
Facts.
The ADR was 2 games away from B bracket. That is for sure.
Right. I mean, especially, you know, you had a couple touchdowns against Spartans when we beat them. We needed that win. I can't. Program, he had a couple touchdowns and an interception against the program when I wasn't there. So, you know, you take Coley out of those games and we lose both of them. We're in the B bracket.
Should have batted them one down. Instead of actually intercepting it. I think it was the Spartans game it was a game I was recording. It was like Coley's one screw up. I mean, he got an interception, but he should have just batted down. It was like on 4th down or something. I think it was the Spartans game. It's Coley's one screw up of the whole season.
If that's his only screw up of the season, then he had a really good season, Rosser.
Yeah, you're damn right. Yeah, I'm not arguing that point.
Right. Well, I think the only thing that hurts Coley is, in the voters' mind, for him to win that thing is him not being able to show up for the championship game because he had some stuff going on.
Yeah, that is something that is forgotten, that Coley wasn't there that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look what he did the rest of the season. This isn't just off one game.
Did he play the semis too?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if he was at the semis or not.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he definitely played in that game. But like I said, I mean, that was the only. He carried us this season. So.
You want to hear my top 3 for league MVP?
Who you got for league MVP, Ross? Your top 3.
Chris Boone.
Where at? 3?
No particular order here.
No order. Okay, so he's got
Chris
you, Boone.
Matt Eisenberg, Coley Jones.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable.
That was my
top 3. No, that's definitely the 3 that should be there.
If I were to pick a winner, I'd have to go with the guy who averaged 22 more points per game than the team did without him.
Yeah. 22? Yeah.
That was the difference, 32-10. I did the math a while back on that.
Jesus.
That was a disparity between ADR's offense with and without you.
32-10?
32-10.
God dang.
Now, there's some outliers in there you got to consider, like the X-Dogs game, the first one. That's an outlier.
Yeah.
And it's probably unfair to judge that Warriors game because I don't think Brandon Hyler was ready for all that.
Yeah, coming from 8-man to 9-man, not everybody makes that adjustment, man. It's tough.
But we can't forget ADR was donutted by Brunswick.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, we was. Man, me and my girl, we were at damn West Virginia football game, and I was sitting there watching on the phone. I think we was driving down there. I just couldn't believe it. I said, what the hell is going on? I couldn't believe it, man.
I still can't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, them guys, and of all people to lose to, the freaking Railroaders. I mean, Ross's enemy. That's his arch nemesis, and damn.
My arch.
Man, losing to them hurts, and I wasn't even. They talked to me like I was there. I'm like, hold on now. Y'all better deal with that shit.
I'm going to say, I'm not so sure they wanted a piece of Boone, considering you look at the difference in offense, 32 points per game. That was more than any quarterback in the league by at least 10 points.
Damn.
Matt Eisenberg was the next best, 22 points per game.
Yeah, and that's why Matt's up there too. You know, he does his thing out there too. So I can't wait to see that be there Saturday night to see who wins these awards. It's pretty good, man. I hope you can make it.
I'll be there.
Is Boone going?
Boone, you gonna be there?
I'm definitely gonna be there.
Now you got to go, Ross.
Yeah, I've been the last 2 years.
It's been a bit for me. The last one I went to was a few years ago, but I'm glad to be back this year.
Yeah.
I do kind of want went good. Next day, Super Bowl and everything.
Yeah, come on up, Ross.
Come on,
I
man.
gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with Maddox, man.
Got to figure out to do
I
Maddox?
can bring the baby. The baby ain't a problem, but I don't want Max running around. Acting a fool.
Shit, he'll be all right. He'll sit at the table. He'll have food.
Sit at the table.
I think you'll enjoy the old-timey football players.
Max and sitting down equals about maybe 10 to 15 minutes, even with food.
You better let him bring a Nintendo Switch or something for him. You know you probably already bought him one.
Actually, you know what's funny? She just won one the other day for $24
Oh, really?
on some Facebook thing. Hey, man, it's getting shipped. It probably won't be here by Saturday, but
That's awesome.
Damn, that is pretty good. Shit,
Yeah.
that's a hell of a deal.
yeah, he wanted one for Christmas. We didn't buy him one because we don't think he's quite ready, but she won one the other day. We don't typically win shit, so we can't wait till it gets here.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna
Congratulations. Shit. Hell yeah.
So while we're here talking about the past, what's the future of Washington County? Because I've heard a lot of teams who might be coming in.
Yeah, there's a lot of new teams from what I hear.
Yeah.
One of the teams, Pure Chaos, which I'm hearing is a couple guys from the Red Knights. Not sure how many guys they are. Not sure who they're going to bring. Ronnie Hambleton told me they're bringing 10 to 15 new guys to the league. They have a former Warrior at quarterback in Connor Thomas.
Yes, they do.
Does
I
he,
don't even know who that is.
Ross, does he get the jersey back?
It's part of the worst. It's kind of my fault it hasn't been given back yet at this point, but
Okay.
it's in the works.
But if he's a former Warriors quarterback, I mean, he averaged probably 6 points a game, so I can't see them doing a whole lot then.
He was one of the quarterbacks we used and when we played at North, when we had like 6 different quarterbacks that day. All in the same game.
Yikes.
Yeah, because I heard Joey go over the top 30 teams and top 30 worst teams, and those old Warriors teams was, they was in that worst category. So
Yeah, we've been shitty for a long time. We're starting to be good now.
you turn the corner now. I'm just saying, if you're bringing back a whole Warriors quarterback, their team can't be that good.
John Shobe was our best quarterback that we had back in the day. Consistently.
But Connor Thomas, on the other hand, I'm not so sure what his legacy is going to be. We'll have to figure that out.
See.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him.
I can already tell you how to beat him.
The other team I'm hearing about, Giants.
Giants?
Yeah. And from what I could, well, there's a bunch of.
Maryland Giants.
It's basically, from what I gather, a Scotty Scott team.
You ever heard of the New York Giants? It's the Maryland Giants.
The Scotty Scott team.
We got Well, here's the players I've seen so far who like to post about the Giants: Mikey Scunyon, Brian Archer, Desi, Vaughn.
Yeah.
That tells me already it's a Scotty Scott team.
Yeah, they're going to. I don't know how well they'll do.
I'm just curious if they're bringing in the Chargers or Raiders or Hawks or whatever they're called with them.
Right, yeah. If they don't bring some of those guys in, I think they'll struggle.
Speaking of struggling, all these rumors and rumblings, what's Ruckus going to be coming up this season?
What is Ruckus going to be? I mean, they lost TJ.
They lost Danny.
They lost Danny. So, wherever Danny goes, I'm sure what? Who goes to him? Who's his circle? B. Mike and
Renner.
Okay, yeah. So they're gone. What about Dehaney? Is Dehaney gone with TJ?
That's a question mark.
Last time I heard, Derek Dehaney is a free agent, but I know nothing else.
All right. Well, if they lost all those guys, they'll be bragging.
They're probably, because I don't see who they could bring back at this point. Like they gotta find some recruiting. Ruckus hasn't really brought in any new players to the league the last couple of years. They've really been relying on guys already in the league.
Right.
So you got to start a whole new recruiting base in order to rebuild. And the question is, who's going to stick around for the rebuild? Because I heard some of their guys left for program in the process.
Everybody left for the
they're
program.
hurt. They'll be bragging.
It's going to be rough for them. Another big thing, Railroaders, the Joe Rummel era. You know Joe yourself. How do you think it's going to go with Rummel in this Brunswick attack?
Yeah, I like Joe a lot, man. Well, we have to see how Joe is post-injury. You know what I mean?
That is the big question mark.
But I know before the injury, I mean, this dude was good, man. He played 8-man with us. He did a lot. Dude could play quarterback. He could run. And he was on his way to shocking a lot of people when he was putting it on Broadax at the beginning of the game until he tore his ACL, I think. So
Yeah, that's what it was.
I'm just happy to see him back out there running, man. I hope he comes back strong.
I hope so, too. I look forward to seeing what he can do, both in flag, and he's actually going to be their semi-pro quarterback, I do believe. I've also read.
He might even be better at that, to be honest with you, because I thought he did play quarterback somewhere.
He definitely showed a lot of flash against Broadax. Let's see what Joe Rummel has in store for us this spring.
Yeah.
Who else? I keep hearing Program has made all these big additions. They keep signing all these guys, at least.
I'll be honest with you, sometimes that hurts you.
Think so?
Yeah, oh, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of times. I mean, ask the Warriors how they played week 1 against ADR when they only had 12 dudes.
We won.
Right? So I mean, you've seen ADR do it before. We'll come up with 11 dudes, play 2 games, and we'll play better than we do when we have 30.
Yeah.
I mean, guys are more locked in. They're more focused because they know, there's nobody behind them to pick up the slack. So a lot of times when you're shorthanded, you play much better than what you do when you come 30 deep, at least for a one-game basis. I ain't going to say it like a tournament style, but so if you pick up too many pieces, because a lot of times you pick up a lot of pieces, man, everybody wants the ball, stuff like that. So, I wish them the best, but when you pick up too many people, it could turn ugly. I
can see that. That is one of the question marks is how would this whole team gel, because they definitely got the potential. There's a lot. The names are there.
After the first loss.
That is going to be the testing point. We'll see. Right. We'll see who they draw. That's going to be the biggest question in week 1.
Right. They come out and play bad. I mean, especially because they said they wanted Spartans. I thought they said week 1. So you come out and play bad against Spartans week 1. How are those guys going to react when they got 30 guys and they're like, oh, man, I didn't even get the ball. They didn't do this. I didn't do that, and we lost. So, that first loss will determine how well that team will do.
That will be a big test. The other question, speaking of the Spartans, can we talk about the work Don Brown is going to put in this spring on Saturdays and Sundays?
Yeah. If you want to get your guys right and get them better, what better way than to play more games?
Yeah.
I mean, we all know practice don't do shit. I mean, because guys don't take it seriously or they don't show up. You show up to the field, you got like 8 dudes there for practice. So, basically, you got to use those games as practice, kind of like what ADR does for Washington County games. I run a lot of plays I would never run in the circuit because I just haven't ran them before. So I use a lot of the Washington County games as practice for myself, for throws that I can and can't make. So I feel like the best thing for Don Brown is you want to be legit, you got to play games.
Yeah, and they're going to be very busy this upcoming spring, Keystone and Washington County. And from what I hear, Don's been making some moves in the free agency market, and they've already been practicing since the beginning of January.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to seeing what the Spartans have in year 2 of the reboot.
Yeah, they got to get – O-line's got to be a little better, and D-line's got to be a little better.
That is where they were lacking at in the trenches. They do got some guys who flash. We got to talk about Rezio. He did well for himself in the Winter Chiller for us.
Yeah, no. I mean, I ain't going to say they don't have pieces, but just overall, they definitely got to get that deeper if they're going to compete in the A bracket against the Warriors D-line, ADR's D-line, and Rittenhour. So if you got to go up against them guys, you better have somebody that can pass block for you.
Yeah. Who else? Who else is in the league coming up this upcoming spring? Who am I forgetting? Am I forgetting anybody? Outside of the obvious name.
Right, outside the obvious. What? Ain't TJ got his own team?
Reckless Villains is what they were supposed to be called, but TJ's been talking on social media that nobody wants to sign him, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, why would somebody sign him if he's already got his own team?
I don't know. That's what's confusing me. He put it out there that he had a team, Reckless Villains. They had a logo and everything.
I was wondering that the other day too.
And
That guy.
I was wondering that the other day because he's been posting about his own team, and then all of a sudden out of the blue, he's like, nobody wants to sign me, and I'm like,
yeah,
you've been posting about your own team all off season, so.
TJ be BSing. I think he's already got it. I think he's got his own team. I would think.
I think he's already got his own team, or he's definitely already found his own home.
Yeah. TJ ain't one to wait around. He's done got his shit figured out.
Yeah.
we'll see where he ends up at. I feel like wherever he goes, he can definitely make a big impact on the field.
Maybe staying with Ruckus.
100%.
I don't think he's going to stay with Ruckus.
No, he's definitely not with Ruckus.
I'm pretty sure that's over.
The Giants.
The Giants? I don't think so.
Nah.
At least if given the cast and crew of that team, I can't see it.
No, yeah. What?
Pure chaos.
Yeah, that's where he's going.
He might be the best player on their team immediately.
He probably would be the best player.
Because I can't think of anybody else who's on their team.
Yeah. TJ with his head right's a top 10 player in any league he plays in. So it's just all on how he's doing. So.
And finally, of course, ADR, which nothing else to really say. It's ADR.
ADR.
The dynasty.
They'll be ready.
Guys, man.
Still a little sore, Ross?
A little sour.
A little sour?
He's a little sore.
A little salty.
A little salty.
Oh, Rosser. It'll be okay. You'll at least get a championship in one league this year.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Yeah, and I'll send him our championship photo. I'll send it to him so he can see what that trophy looks like.
Thank you.
Don't worry, Ross.
Appreciate it.
Don't worry, Ross. We got Keystone in the bag.
Yeah, we'll get you one this year.
I'm getting two.
We got your one to retire off of.
I'm getting two.
Yeah.
But anyways, other than that, anything you got to say, Boone?
Nah, man. I just I hope some people come up to the banquet tomorrow, man. Show some support for the other guys.
Saturday.
Your teammate, or Saturday. Show some support for your teammates or your friends or whatever it may be. You know, we're all one family out there. So it'd be nice to see a bunch of people bullshit, drink some beer, and talk football all night.
I think it's going to be a fun time. I'm really excited for it, and I'm encouraging the entire league to come out. It's been a couple months, guys. Let's all see each other. Let's all hang out. Let's drink some beer. Let's have some food. Let's talk to these old guys and see what their time and stories were like. And let's just have fun. I mean, about 2 months from now, we'll be all beefing on the field again. So let's get out there and have a good time while we can.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, everybody, you had it perfectly. Come out, drink some beer, talk football for three hours or so. Get out of the house and let's bullshit. Tell some stories.
I like it. Let's do it, Ross.
I'm gonna try and make it. I'm not making any promises right now, though.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah, come on, Ross. I'll tell you about my 3 championships in a row.
Can't wait to hear about them.
Come on up. I'll tell you about my semifinals game that we had.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. I think I already know everything there is to know about it, though. So I think I'm good.
Yeah, come on up. Come on up.
I'm going to try, man. I'm not making promises.
It is on YouTube, Ross, if you want to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, I'm
Adrenaline Rush Warriors.
I'm going to try and make it.
Fall 2019.
Hell yeah. So, All right, fellas. Y'all have a good night, brother. And I'll see y'all Saturday.
I'll see you Saturday night, Boone.
All right, bro.
Peace. Chris Boone joining us.
Man, fuck that.
Your final thoughts, Ross?
I'm kind of good with everything. I don't know. I'll still say Brock should get the dirt ball award.
There's comments that I didn't even see this whole time.
There's all kinds of comments.
You know, if this wasn't coming up at all.
Oh, because you had the non-matrix background?
No, it just wasn't coming up. Let me read this. What? 64 comments. Holy crap. Where did this start at? No, TJ, the comments weren't coming up at all on my end. I'm just looking at them now on the desktop. I'm trying to figure out where this even starts at. That's still somebody who started one game. Not sure what he's talking about. One time for Coley Jones. Tivis says not week one. Yelping me out there to dry, TJ. I mean, I don't know, man. Just a bunch of comments. It's Cato and TJ going back and forth. Damn, y'all went at it for a while here. TJ's a free agent. That is confirmed. TJ has said he is a free agent. Rome says, watch out for Brunswick. Let's see, what else? We all want the smoke, says Rome. Yeah, I didn't see these comments, man. I had my phone up watching it on there to see if comments would pop up, and none of this was popping up. TJ says he's going to ADR. All right. Well, that's about it. 64 comments. I'll read over them, the rest of them later. Y'all have a good night. For Tom Hoffman, Chris Boone, and Ross Collins,
Hey.
I'm Joey Blaze. We'll see you Saturday night for the Hall of Fame and Rewards Banquet. Damn it. Let me click this. There we go.